It's Misty, and welcome back to Baten Kaitos. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is actually the second take of this because I did not have my microphone on during the first one. But as I said in the first take, I'm gonna try something different in this episode, and I'm gonna show all the battles this time. Um, hmm. What else was I gonna say? Right, we're on our way to fight or find a rainbow spider's web. Palolo said they sometimes appear near the water, I think that's what she said, near the river. And this is the only river we're nearby, so, ooh, I get to show something really cool. This is I'm not sure what it's canonically called, so I probably should look that up, but I generally call that a spirit attack. It's basically when your guardian spirit makes one of your cards instead of the Magnus that it used to be. It is now a really powerful attack. It does 100 attack just by itself. And I think that scales. It might scale, it might not. I think it scales though. And it is really, really cool. There's one for each element. Right now I have the Chronos element. We haven't seen Chronos yet. But for now, it's just if you get it, you're really lucky at this point. You'll get them a little more often later on, and I'm not sure what actually causes that. Kellis said that being close to the spirit is helpful in battle, and this is, I think, what he was talking about. But it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's really nice to just use it when you can. It's usually at the last card you'll be able to use, but sometimes it's not. I've done it in like shorter combos than I had the possibility to pull off. Still, it's really nice to have that much extra damage just somewhere in a battle. It's really nice when it happens in a boss fight, but that's rare. And luckily it didn't override my ice dagger. Yep, let's collect our loot. Oh, speaking of which, I also got up to level 6 since last time, because the boss can be a bit challenging if you're unprepared for it. If you're prepared for it, it's not that big a deal, really. But I'll we'll get. I kind of spoiled that we're gonna fight a boss, but whatever. Um, no, this one. That'll probably kill it with the bonus damage. I like killing something after taking a picture of it because it's just like, oh, you took my picture, I died. Now, if I do start keeping the battles in, after I've fought something the first time, I might start taking. I can probably kill that with two swords. Yeah, two flame swords. I'll probably turn this off and just do numbers because I pretty much don't need to know what's weak and strong, and I'll just have that on for boss fights. But at the same time, the first time I'm fighting something, I might keep it on. But if I'm like re-going through an area and we've already fought everything, turning it off is probably a good idea. I want the picture for the money. I'm actually slightly glad I got the recording didn't turn out so good. I also need to know if this recording might also be a little quiet in the gameplay. If it is, please let me know. I'm actually going to turn it up a little right now. Like, that should be good. My voice might be overpowering it, but I'd rather have my voice overpowering. Ooh, I got another one. That was really nice. Well, I didn't do very much damage at all. There's a reason I have these flame swords in my inventory. My deck, rather. And that's the reason down there. We have a boss fight. And to make sure I have the best possible chance of doing this, I'm going to actually take out... I did not want to take out the camera, but I do want to put in these bananas and put the camera back in wherever that went. No, not... I'm having a horrible time at this. And then I want these fire armors. Because, surprise, this is a water-based boss. I'll tell you the name of the boss after we're done fighting it. This boss really gave me trouble the first time I played the game because I was under-leveled. I wasn't grinding much at all. But it can do a lot of damage if you're not defending against it. Don't really have anything good to use against it. I think I just drew both of my ice daggers in this one. So, yeah, I might get rid of these. See, look how much damage that did because I barely had any defense. 49 damage. You're not defending and you've got some stuff on you. Ooh, nice. Hit on the mic, sorry. I'm saving Blue Storm for a little later. I'm going to try and stall the battle out, but it might not work out too well. Because I want my camera. I want to take a picture of this. I might have to re-record this if I can't get a picture of it. That would suck. We're just going to take out a Magnus. And I want it to attack me. There's my camera. Okay, now don't die. Okay, 8. Awesome, distorting wind. I've gotten 3 of these in this video. That is amazing. And finishing a boss with one of those is just so cool looking. Oh, come on, we had that in hand. You obtain the valuable item, Rainbow Spider's Web. Nice. And I can show you... Whoops, not music. Even though the music in this game is awesome. Down. Here, it is a Nunki Ranchula. Crystal life form that doesn't exist in our world. Looks quite solid, but looks can be deceiving. Truly a rare specimen. So maybe a rainbow spider is just a local term for them. But keep in mind what it said there about it not existing in our world. That might... Just keep that in mind for later. And by our world, I mean the game's world. The floating island. Let's climb up here and get back to Palolo. I'm probably gonna have to fight this one. No, okay. I don't want to. I didn't really want to fight anything. I probably didn't level up from that since I grinded so much to get to level 6. But there is one thing before I go to Palolo. This girl right here that's kind of looking at the ground. Talk to her. You want to talk to her before you do anything. I have to learn about ancient civilizations for my homework. I found something strange when I was searching for clues on the ground. I don't need it, so you can have it. Pyxis. Nice. Another constellation Magnus. I'm going to try and get all of those and probably do all of the side quests I can. Probably won't get all the Magnus because it just takes so long, and you need to you need to specifically just go out of your way to make combos, which is kind of annoying to be honest. A lot of the stuff is good that you can make with combos, but a lot of the stuff is also meh. You found star map fragments? I have indeed. Hand over any star map fragments. There is one combo that I'm going to try and make a lot of because it's really good. Now then, Constellation restored. Pyxis. That's all we can restore for now. Thanks to your efforts, the star map has been closer to its original form. Goal. Yes. The star map has a goal. No, I don't need anything else. Alright. Now, I have decided that we're going to talk to NPCs later because we're kind of in a hurry to save Xelha. And I'd rather do that now and talk to NPCs later because that just makes more sense logically. Hello, traveler. I would like to rest on my wings. Now, I'm going to be editing my deck probably not a lot in this episode, maybe, but in the following episodes because those. Actually, there is one thing I want to do before I save Xelha, and that's go back to Xelha I and see if they have any long swords in their inventories. But I do want to put that sword I got from the boss in my deck. Okay, I just want to check. Because long swords will stay long swords. But flame swords will turn into short swords eventually. You don't want to... Short swords are one of the weakest things you can put in your deck, so... You want to try and avoid that if you can. No, there's nothing there. I bought everything. They will restock over time, but like I said, it takes time. Everything in this game takes time, so a lot of the time you might just be waiting, and sometimes I'll leave the game on just to wait for stuff to change. I mean, I haven't done that so far, but I'll let you know if I ever do that. I can't take these, can I? No, doesn't look like it. I know you can get mountain apples somewhere, but I forgot where. Shoot, slip flags, I bet that's... Yeah, I was wondering if he would give me some apples if I just, like, bought them or something. No, I'm pretty sure somewhere in this island you can get mountain apples, and there's someone here that wants one, and you can give them for a quest, but... It's not the worst, or most necessary thing to do in the world. Oh, right. This is not the way to go. What we want to do is talk to this guy. Hey, you're Palolo's friend, aren't you? I can tell because you look pretty violent, not too bright. That's just what Palolo told me you looked like. If you're his friend, you're allowed to enter. That little... I wonder what else that punk is saying about me. Right, let's go in. Let's talk to Mr. Lolo. Talk to his back, and then we apparently... here right beside him instead of behind him. One second, I want to check something really quick. That might have gotten a little loud. That might be a little loud now. I like the way I hear it in my ears is loud, but it's louder than it's going to be on the video, which is kind of annoying. Sorry about that. Wonder if that's his sister. Oh, I hit the mic again. Now, we could do stuff, and there is some stuff to do here, but later. Sure. Alright, we won't get caught. In we go. And I don't know why I find that funny. The Lord's Mansion. The Lord's Mansion. And splash out of the well, fountain, not well. Yeah. And there's the battleship. I don't know what to say. I'm going to say this one. I know we're supposed to be saving Xelha, but Callus is a little one-minded when it comes to stuff like this. I mean, you would be too if someone killed your grandfather and brother and you wanted for revenge. I believe I have to go in here first. I could be wrong. Don't you work here? You don't look like someone from the Empire. Let me guess. You're a friend of that girl locked up in the guest room. You've come here to save her, right? In that case, I'll give you some useful information. The room she's in is locked. For I know the Lord always keeps the keys. If you go to his room, you may find the key to her room. How dare he imprison such a cute young girl? I hope you can rescue her. This is not the room I thought it was, but there is a treasure chest in here. Ooh, Shadow Wings. Definitely putting that in the deck. That's the one I want. Let's take one of these out. Actually, I want to check something. Yes, that is what I was looking for. One of my bamboo shoots turned into a young bamboo, so I'm going to put that in instead of one of the sabers. Oh, guy running after me. I got... Oh, I was about to say I got lucky, but I did not. I did it in the wrong order if I wanted that to happen. They're a little resistant to fire, but it's not too big a deal. It's not as resistant as those things we were fighting in the on the river were in Noonki Valley. I don't know if it's these guys, but you do want to be careful when fighting soldiers like this. It's probably not these guys, and I'm not going to use Shadow Wings right here. But there is something I want to show on Shadow Wings. Okay, you see how this has two spirit numbers? Well, the right one is the one that's default, and the one at the bottom, the left, the top right is default, but the bottom left is. Can I do this? I can't really get a very good thing out of it unless uh, I'll just do it, but the bottom left, you use the C stick and you push the down and left on the C stick, and it'll use the down left. Oh, that's right. I can't do that unless I go 3 combos. So see how I said the bottom left one? I pushed down on the C stick instead of the A button, and I just did that. Eventually, you'll get cards with numbers in all 4 corners, and the C stick is the way you change the spirit number you want to do. Right now, it doesn't really matter because I'm just doing so much damage with it anyway to normal enemies that it's just going to kill them. Okay, is this the room I want? Yeah, it's locked. Okay. Is anybody there? Please open the door. Let us out of here. Damn, the door is locked. We'll have to find a key. Oh well. Sorry I went through that a little quickly. I didn't think that was the door I wanted. Or I didn't think that was the door that was going to have shell in it. It's been a while since I played this. I'm so used to not talking during these fights that I'm not talking during these fights, even though I'm going to leave them in this time. I mean, there's not going to be much battling in these fights anyway. Is there anything in here I want? Doesn't look like it. Let's see if this kills him. I think it probably will. Yeah, it did. They don't have that much HP. I did like 80 damage to that guy. How much do I do with this guy? 114. But I did use 3 cards, stuff he was weak against, and get a whatchamacallit, a bonus for using a straight. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any. Oh, excuse me. I had a bit of a hiccup there. Uh, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any treasures. This will just probably. It wouldn't do more damage, but I do get the straight bonus. You always have to consider, do you want the straight bonus or do you want just straight out damage? Sometimes the straight bonus will be better, sometimes it won't. But. Oh. Oh, I can't even do that right now. Okay, so I gotta go up here. Everything's locked and I've gotta go up here to get the key. Three, one. That probably killed him. I really shouldn't have this fire defense on it, but the regular defense is just good enough that it doesn't really matter. I didn't kill him. He's almost dead, though. I like thinking you can use your sword as a defensive item if you need to. And I'm going to heal because that's going to allow me to heal. 198. They're doing quite a bit of damage right now, but still, it's not too bad. Like you can hear chirping birds when that happens. Ooh, a treasure chest. Chainmail. Nice. I'm going to make sure I get all the treasures before I take the key. I think that's the only one, but I just wanted to make sure. Tell you what, guest room key. Cutscene time. I'm just telling Callus what he wants to hear. I'd rather go for Xelha because, saving people is a better idea than revenge. Uh, we can. Let's use it. Okay. What you say? Oh, thank God. I'm glad I'm getting out of here. Thanks for saving me. My name's Elgimo, by the way. I came from Severali to buy some goods. Just for a little fun, I went gambling, but I ended up losing big time. When I told the gamblers I couldn't pay up, a gang of shady thugs showed up, and next thing I know, I'm locked up in this room. Man, it was quite an ordeal. Sometimes you just have bad luck, I guess. I'll win big next time. Man, I would not want to be you. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if he's important or not. Okay. Need to end this soon, but I don't know if there's a red flower anywhere. I think there's one nearby. Squeak. First treasure. Ooh, a Shrike statue. Nice. Not that I can use it anytime soon. And a Chronos Blow 1. I need a blue flower to use it, and I don't believe we can leave. Oh, there's a blue flower here. Okay, never mind. I thought that was a red flower. But this is where I'm going to have to call the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Have a good one.